is a fully funded offer for you, and everything will be paid for, including your trips, also including housing and accommodation during your stay in this particular country. Okay, so this is an offer for you to apply to this particular conference in China, where you're going to be getting a fully funded offer and all your accommodation and feeding will be catered for. So you need to know a lot of things about this particular program. And before we go to the application part, I want you to look at important information about this particular program right now. Here it says we are accepting application for 100 delegates to come to Peking University historic campus and join our conference. Your trip is fully funded, including housing and accommodation. We can't wait to see your application. This is a conference that focuses on world balance, and if you look at here, it says applicants with strong leadership potential and readiness to participate in nuanced and interdisciplinary discussion on questions surrounding China, and our theme for the year is Equilibrium, our world in balance. If they meet the following criteria, then they can go ahead to apply right now. If you are born after 11th of February 93, then you can apply to this offer. In their final year of study in their bachelor degree in any field at the time of application or already have a bachelor degree. Okay, so if you are already a graduate with a bachelor offer or bachelor degree, then you can apply to this right now and will commit themselves to the entirety of the symposium 11 to 14 April and its proficiency in English. So you must make sure you speak good English if you are going to be applying to this particular conference in China. You has never attended any of the previous Yenching Global Symposium in Yenching Social Innovation Forum before, and you have a strong interest in China. Okay, so for the application tips, when you are trying to apply, you have to answer 4 major questions, and each of these questions have maximum response of 300 words. Okay, so you need to make sure you save your response somewhere where you can have access to them in a later time. Draft will now be saved, and they said you should always make sure you submit the full application when all responses are being filled, which means you should not try to submit your application when you know that you've not completed the application form, the information on the application form. Your responses should be a maximum of 300 words. Okay, so because I've looked at the form already, I know what is there. There are 4 major questions which you have to answer, and incomplete and late application will not be accepted if English is not your first language or you have not graduated from an English taught program. You have to describe your English proficiency by using either your IELTS or your TOEFL or Cambridge or CEF. Okay, screenshots are also acceptable, and they can also confirm this. If you have never been taken or if you have never taken a standardized English test, the quality of your response can serve as testimony toward English ability and the executive committee. Okay, may ask for further proof of your proficiency. These requirements will be evaluated on a case-by-case basis. This program is a fully funded offer for all accepted delegates. This symposium organizer covers your airfare ticket, your accommodation, and your meal. It is a scam if you receive any email or communication asking for payment for following your application, so you don't have to pay anybody to be able to get this offer to attend this conference in China. Okay, everything will be paid for, everything will be covered. Okay, now let's look at more information. So if you have further question that you want to ask, you can actually send it to this email address. Okay, if you want to apply right now, you need to scroll back here and click on where it says we are accepting application. So you scroll back, you come to this section, and you can see the deadline is very approaching. So as at the time of making this video, you still have a lot of time to register for this conference. Okay, so you want to click on this apply button right here, but before we click on that apply button, I want us to look at information right here. So regarding the 4 questions that you need to answer, you need to come to the home page of this of this conference, you need to come and get more intelligence about this particular conference and what they're actually looking into. So they are looking majorly about sustainability, technology innovation, artificial intelligence, social development, economic and social development. Okay, so you want to make sure you get proper intelligence before you start the application for this particular conference. Okay, so you don't have to pay anybody to apply to this because it's a free conference and everything will be paid for. So you want to come and click on this button that says apply now. When you click on this button that says apply now, then it will take you to the page where you can start your application. Okay, so I've already helped some people to apply to this. Okay, so I already know what is inside. You need to provide your first name, your last name, the way it is written on your international passport. You also need to select your gender. If you are a male, you are a female. Okay, and if you're other, so whatever case you want to select, you make sure you select appropriate information. And also you want to put in your email address, or you want to put your office email address. You want to select your passport country. The country where your passport has been issued to, wherever country it is. You want to select it, Australia, or you're coming from Africa, Bangladesh, Bahrain, Belgium, any country you're coming from, school and education level. If you already have a bachelor, if you have masters, if you have a PhD, so if you have postdoctoral offer, or you even have associate degree, or you have high school graduate or equivalent. Okay, and you also need to provide your phone number here. Then you need to say I acknowledge my request, my visa responsibility. So you are the one to file your visa application and address. Okay, who has motivated your interest? Okay, what has motivated your interest in China, and how does your interest in China relate to your academic, professional or personal goal? Please provide specific answer. So you need to provide specific answer which is not more than 300 words. And also what is important for you to attend this program, and how will you use what you will gain in this program to affect your country. Okay, or contents, please, you have to provide information. Then the third one is this one. So you want to make sure you read through all the questions before you start giving your response. The last question is, what approach to studying China do you believe is important but have been missing thus far? Okay, and at 5, geographical, I think this is the last one, sorry. Okay, so this particular one also you have to also make response. Then you attach your curriculum vitae. You also attach proof of your English proficiency if relevant. Okay, so if you think it's not relevant, you already study in a country where English is language of instruction, you can attach it. And your CV will also indicate the country where you're coming from, all of those things. Professional CV, not academic CV at this time. Okay, additional information, you might want to put your LinkedIn profile, your website, or your publication that you have. Then you want to click on the submit button. One important thing I want to share with you is to make sure that you look at this feed where you have this red asterisk. So anywhere you have red asterisk, it means that question is important. Okay, so if you scroll down, this one also have the red asterisk. You want to make sure you don't skip any important question. Your name is important. Preferred name is not important. Your gender is important. Your date of birth is important. Your email is important, where they can communicate information to you. Then after you click on the submit button, so you're going to be having this pop-up right here. So this pop-up will make you to confirm that you've actually submitted your application correctly. Then you're also going to receive this confirmation email. This confirmation email does not have any content. It's just an empty email to confirm that you use the correct email address. So if you don't receive this empty confirmation email, it means the email you provided was wrong. Okay, so this is all I have for you in this video. Don't forget, this is a fully funded offer which include housing and accommodation that you can apply to as at this time. Okay, if you find this video useful, make sure you drop a like and also share with your friends and family. Bye bye.